Welcome to the Tonya Hofmann's fabulous TV show. I am your host, Tonya Hofmann, and as always, I have an incredibly fabulous guest star today. Can you wait? It's Miss Kenya Alu. Hey, Kenya.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I know, it's just so amazing. Y'all are going to be so excited. And before we get going with Miss Kenya, I want to remind you that we want you to go out and change the world from the front of the room. And the easiest way to do that is to get involved with the Public Speakers Association. We've got so many ways to market you and get your name known and your message heard. So go to Public Speakers with an S, Association all spelled out.com to find out more info today. Alrighty, so let's get back over to Kenya. So Kenya, tell us what's fabulous going on in your world right now.
Oh, so many things. But my most favorite thing that's happening is a company that I founded. See, it's been 3 years now, and we started out on Amazon only, and now we are not on Amazon. We are phasing that part out, and we are launching our own brand, our own site. And the reason for that is because we're able to really educate people on human trafficking, which is my cause. It's near and dear to my heart. It is why I do what I do. And so we developed I'm gonna show it if that's okay.
Yeah.
We developed a mascara and a primer, and they're amazing. It has wet fibers in it, so it really extends the lashes. And then the mascara has, I have an open one, has a dual side brush. So you have the skinny micro brush, and then you have the regular brush. And it's a 12-hour formula. It lasts forever. But the reason that we do this is because we get to support Traffic 911, which is a local DFW organization that it's not specific to DFW. They do educate elsewhere, but that's where their crisis people are all over Texas, actually. And so I'm able to educate customers. People buy the mascara. They've never heard about human trafficking, which blows my mind that there are people that haven't heard about it, but there are. I had a conversation with a lady the other day, didn't know about it. And I'm able to engage with my customers through email. Sometimes I call them, make sure everything's going well, and I'm able to talk with them about it. And we give 10% off the top of every purchase before any bills are paid to Traffic 911. So we're able to fund that amazing organization. They're responding to one call every 3 days, a new child that has been trafficked. So that's what I'm doing.
Right. It's just an amazing, I love your whole mission, and I love the mascara. Okay. So I know this is kind of girly, guys, just kind of bear with us if you're listening. But seriously, I've got the set, and my eyelashes are like humongous now. And usually you can't even see them. And people are like, wow, do you have fake eyelashes on? I'm like, no, it's called Ainsley Rose. You got to find out about it. And they're just blown away. And then my whole test to see if mascara really stands the test of anything is I send it to my 22-year-old daughter, because she has an opinion about everything. And so I bought her a set, sent it to her, and she's like, text me, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love this mascara. This is amazing. And it gives it to, and she went on and on about the whole human trafficking, and she was like just blown away. So I was like, yay.
That's awesome. You didn't tell me that. Oh, I would love her to send me a little email or something. I would love to hear what she thinks.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love hearing stories like that.
Exactly. It's so much fun, because a lot of times people nowadays, I think, really want to see that they're not just buying something, but the item that they're buying is actually creating movement, a ripple effect in the world. Even if it's just, a couple dollars from a purchase, that's huge with what they can probably do with, just even like $100 or something.
Right. And I go live. I physically take my checks down to the Traffic 911 office, and I go live, and I get to show our community and our customers, hey, look what you got, look what you did, because none of it could happen without them and without everybody that is buying our mascara and primer. And, you know, there are people that, like you, that really want their purchase. I mean, they're going to purchase it anyway from somewhere, and they would really prefer that it make a difference. And that's why, you know, we're not doing this little 1% goes to it, or, you know, 10% of profits go to it. No, no, no. It is 10% off the top. I would like to increase that number. That is my goal. I want to increase that number to 20% and then 30%. And, you know, as much as we can give is my goal. So Isley Rose is my daughter's middle name, so we named the company after her. Her name is Nora Isley Rose, and yeah, that's it. So
That's
I put my heart and soul behind this product here. So,
so what made you kind of go towards human trafficking, you know, and wanting to support that cause?
So I didn't even know that it was a thing. And I was sitting in a business conference about 7 or 8 years ago. And the lady that was speaking on the stage said, you know what? There are children being sold for sex overseas. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is horrible. I've never heard of such a thing. How can that be happening? And then I just started personally, because I hadn't founded Isley Rose yet. I personally started giving to a global organization. And then I founded Isley Rose, and at about the same time that we founded her, we started hearing about it happening here in the US. And I was like, no, it just happens overseas. It doesn't happen here. And I started doing some research, come to find out DFW is a hub. And it, you know, it's Americans that are doing this. And I was like, I have to get involved in a more powerful way. I have to get involved in a more hands-on way. And that's why I chose a local organization, because I can physically go volunteer there also, as well as give financially. So yeah, with a business conference that was just mentioning human trafficking overseas, that kind of got me. And, you know, I heard it once said that the thing that makes you the most angry is the thing that you should work for. You know, you should do something for. And it's human trafficking, because I feel like children are the most innocent, the most vulnerable, and it's happening to children, you know, a year old to 1 year old to, you know, 18. And yeah, they're still kids at 17 years old. They're still kids, and they're still being manipulated and beaten down in their heads and forced into drug addiction and all kinds of things. So
Yeah.
So that's what makes me angry. So that's why I do this.
I know. There's so many people with so many amazing causes that they're doing so much amazing work out there in the world. And I know there's a lady, I need to connect you to her. I think she's still in Fort Worth. And she started realizing, she kind of got into the school, you know, system, and realized how many girls and boys were being trafficked in the schools to each other, right? And they were going into prostitution because their family was forcing them into it. And I'm like, you know, it's just kind of mind-blowing in our kind of, you know, we see how comfortable we are in our own little world. We don't realize what's going on in our backyard.
Yeah, there's a story here locally. A woman sold her 6-year-old because she wanted drugs.
Yeah.
A 6-year-old.
It's crazy.
It's heartbreaking to think about what these kids are experiencing in those moments and just in their existence. Like, what, I don't know how they make it, you know. And I know some rescued girls who were trafficked when they were younger. And I actually know a man who was trafficked when he was younger as well. And the ones that I am in contact with, they really turned they were able to get out, and they're advocates now, and they are out there trying to make a difference, to pass certain legislation and different things to help, to help stop the bad guys, in a sense, you know. So I'm in awe of these people because of what they've made, what they've turned their life into, how they have turned the horrible thing that they went through around, and now they are really making a difference in that arena. So it's pretty awesome.
I know, a lot of times we don't really look at the magnitude that we could help somebody. And it really is, I believe, a ripple effect. A lot of times we've got to be the plot. We've got to start the ripple effect. And it doesn't mean that you personally have to go start your own nonprofit to do something. There's so many people with huge causes. Just be part of their cause.
Exactly. They need volunteers of all kinds. That, it's a lot to do, a lot of work. They need volunteers. If you own your own, everybody has their own calling, right? And my calling is not to start a nonprofit. My calling is to join a nonprofit and help them, with their mission. Everybody can start someplace. And there's no definition of what kind of person you have to be to make a difference.
Yeah, you could just buy a mascara and, that helps.
Right, exactly.
Don't even have to be
more than you know, it helps. It helps more than you know. Yeah.
You look at Tom's shoes and everything, and, people always, want to go towards the negative. They're like, well, this and that. And I'm like, look, it's helping somebody. What are you doing?
Right. How many people don't think Tom's shoes are the most fashionable shoes, but they still buy them and they still wear them because of what they do. However, I will say this about Isley Rose. We compete with the top brands as far as our quality and what the result that you'll get with this. I think, I've used the top brands. I used the top brands before I developed this, and it's one of the reasons I developed this. Looking for the perfect mascara, and we can compete with the best of them. So I'm really proud of this, and thank you for using it and sharing it.
I know, and it's so funny because we're now friends, and people, you never know who you're going to meet. We're in a company called iPro Network together, and we do fun things like e-commerce sites and stuff. So I created an e-commerce site with beauty products, and I'm like, well, I need to help you, get the word out about your mascara. And you're like, oh, wow, that's so nice of you. I'm like, well, that's just being connected.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very cool. Very, I've met the most amazing people in the journey that we call life, and you're definitely one of them. And, you meet people that, we ended up getting to have a meal together in person, even though we're from different places. And it's just, I was reflecting on that the other day, the amazing people I've met in my journey of 43 years. And the ones that I have friends from 20 years ago, and I have new friends that are just like-minded, you just have that connection. And, it's cool. That's one of the things I love about the industry,
Oh yeah. And you've got to get out of your comfort zone and just talk to people. A lot of times people are like, how did you connect with so-and-so and so? I'm like, I just talked to them and said, hey, let's chat. It really wasn't rocket science,
Yeah, it's just reaching out, and people are so afraid to do that. But I think,
and also put themselves out there to help. A lot of times it's always a me. I hate it when people are just like me. I'm like, okay, got it.
Right. Who was it that I think it might have been Jim Rohn who said, if you help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. It may not be from that person, but it's like the whole reaping and sowing thing. And, it's all about, and I did a live on this yesterday. People need to listen to people and listen to what their needs are and see how you can help them with their needs. And it may not be what benefits you.
Yeah.
It just may not, and you just still help them.
Exactly. Well, I am so excited to get people connected to not only the mascara, because, hello, everyone needs this. Guys, I don't know, y'all just need it too somehow. And so
their women need it. They're
Yeah,
women need it.
exactly. So go to myprettyprice.com. You'll see a banner ad for the Isley Rose mascara, and you can click on that. In there, it says that you could get free shipping. Okay, so you use the coupon code MyPrettyPerks with an S, and you can get completely free shipping on your mascara. Okay, so the easiest way is to go to myprettyprice.com and check it out. So I am so excited that you were here today, Miss Kenya, and next time we'll have to have you on and find out how did you get that very unusual name. So we'll talk about that.
Thank you so much, Tonya. It was awesome being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to your audience, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day.
Yay. All righty, everyone. So please go to myprettyprice.com and make sure you put in the MyPrettyPerks coupon code so you can get free shipping on your next mascara set because you want them both. So make sure you take advantage of that. And we will see you next time on the Tonya Hofmann's Fabulous TV Show. Thanks, Kenya. Thanks, everybody.